The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Jameis now on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick in the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Delay of game, offense.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
Let's go. Gravity range.
Richardson now on second down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
And Richardson back to throw it. That is caught.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Richardson off the play fake.
And it is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
And it's 3rd and short.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. You talk about this Bengals defense.
This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still cracked up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator. Because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now, instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
They go play action with Richardson. So that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Bengals.
Richardson to throw off play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kaiser White.
And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Winston.
He's got Mason complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing second and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Richardson working from the gun.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Inside the 10.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb,
68 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Off play action, Richardson.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brian Burns, his second sack of the night.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible. Offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
And CeeDee, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. On 3rd down, Winston. And it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason. from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 rattle, 18 rattle.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Richardson looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Charlie Werner from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Now throw right side here going to be incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 21-yard line. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw, Winston. He's got Higbee complete right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they take... 14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Take once, you really don't want to do.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out...
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already.
And Winston lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat. You can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A first down throw for Winston.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cut. Found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Captain 11, Captain 11.
Now Richardson back to throw it. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll start with the option.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And he'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
To throw is Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards and a Bengal 1st down.
Now it's Richardson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Sanders' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Cam Smith.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Following the interception, Winston. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Jordan Addison
From 17 yards out.
And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. Richardson buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Trying the left side with Walker.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Rick.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that